Hello everyone, I am Will, and welcome back to my playthrough of Wuchang Fallen Feathers. Yep. Last we left off, I would say, kind of finished up the little side path area of Worship's Rise and Ruins. Yeah. It was that little area past the boss fight of Vermilion Feathers Honglong. Once you beat her up, there's that little, I'm not quite sure what the door is called, but a door shows up. You interact with it. It teleports you to the final area in the Doom Willow Beach. So we started off down there at the worship shrine. There was this little side area. One path leads into the underground palace, where apparently the Magus was. There's also this other side little area up a little plant spine thing. Yep, that out. So we'd start off that little side area. A giant monstrosity popped out of the ground, where we dealt with him. Yep. There was a little message on one of the Ming soldiers saying how I think it's trying to rally the soldiers back to either the palace or the Rai or Revenant Temple. I can't quite remember what it asked for, but. Yep. And there was also the Gilded Axe item, key item that where you give to Wu Gang, he expands his inventory. Yeah. It's where it provided us to buy the God Guard armor set, the Avian Hunter armor set, and maybe Benediction. I don't quite remember what it added, but so we got that. Just further down, there was another spell, the Spiritual Flame spell. Apparently, a spell created by the Bo Magus herself. And so after we did that side area, we explored the underground palace area. The enemies were passive, so we took advantage of that and just kind of explored, gathered up all the items. Another upgrade to our flask. And once we explored everything, went down the ladder to the Bo Magus boss fight itself, who wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. Another spellcaster type enemy, so yeah, she wasn't too bad. I think it took us 3-4 attempts, if I remember right. Yeah, these dual swords are the dual sword setup I have right now is just really, really good. The only downside is that the Bo Magus, she doesn't have a weapon. Although she uses one, it doesn't seem to count as one in terms of for clashes and whatnot. So you might be able to deflect, but you can't clash. Because every time I tried, she's whacked us out of it. So yeah, but yeah, other than that, she's a pretty good boss. I like it. I enjoyed it. Yep. I just kind of wail on her, try to stay close. She'll cast spells. She will use her spiritual flame. That's like a kind of fanning, corrupted flame. Apparently, if you stay really close to her, it doesn't hit you, or it'll clip you, but it won't do a lot of damage. But yep, she'll summon a shield. She'll do her little ultimate, little arena-wide blast that you just kind of have to spam dodge, and hopefully you dodge the final hit. Yeah, because the final hit is the real damage dealer. The rest of it just kind of pushes you back, but yep. And other than those three things, not too bad. She does summon ads, but as long as you keep moving, they won't really bother you. Like the little half-skeleton guys that grab your ankles. So they're not too bad. You just gotta avoid them. So yeah. So we beat her up, got her bronze eye piece, and her echo, which I have used. Well, I have another playthrough going, and I did catch up to this playthrough here. So that playthrough I did. Trying to think of I pretty much used my twin swords in that playthrough. Yep. So I have used the Echo spell from the Magus. It's a bubble shield. You cast it. It does like a little AOE blast as you form your shield, and it lasts for a good while. But I don't know how much damage it can take. But So far, it's a fun little spell, so we have it equipped. Yep. Then after we beat the Bomagus, we kind of went back to Annalum, turned in the little items to the merchant and Wu Gang, bought some stuff. Trying to think what else we did. We went back to, then after that, we went back to Revenant Temple, talked to a bunch of people. Yu Zai, I gave her Hong Long's little bag. Yeah, and once I gave her that, she, I think, broke down and she's gone. Yeah, she's not there anymore. Yeah. So I missed out on her little thing by turning in the Bai token we got at the mansion. So, oh well. But my other playthrough, I did turn in the token, so I'm going to see how that turns out. Yep. Yeah, we just kind of went around talking to all the NPCs there. Fang Yao's there. She gave us a research notes, half of a ring of samsara. Just passed her over 2 jars. Break them. There was another key item, a longevity pendant, another dough doll of sorts, and a talisman, not talisman, pendant. There was also another pendant over there that just increases health recovery effects. So we might put that on because it seems like it's going to be a good one for us, especially if we can get behind people and trigger our backstabs and restore health effect. So after her, we went inside. Yu Zhao again and gave her Hong Long's little bag, and she wept in despair, and she's gone. Second floor was the pinwheel guy. Yep. So we gave him the research notes. He gave us the other half of the ring of Samsara. I don't know. I'm not quite sure what that does. I have an idea. We might be able to put it together somewhere to make a full ring, and maybe it would help out, like a pendant of sorts. But I guess we'll find out. Let's see. And after that, we continued up the cliffside into the burning caves, which now has an opening in it. Yep, it's no longer a dead end. It's actually a path. And just past it is the Taoist priest guy. Yeah, he's questionable now, because the research notes we got from Fang Yao was recent, and the only Taoist researcher is him. So I'm pretty sure he's involved in the resurrection stuff. I'm also pretty sure Yu Zai commissioned him to do it, to resurrect the Emperor, to restore orders from this chaos. But I have a feeling something went wrong, because he's there kind of injured, like something's gone wrong. So we talked to him. We had the option of giving him the chisel or not. And at this point, I don't trust him. So I'm keeping that chisel close to the chest. Besides, we needed to resurrect our sister anyway, so no, we're not going to give it to him. And I think that was it. Yep. There was a worship shrine right next to him. We dipped our toes in the next zone, but we backed out. And that was it. And between episodes, I didn't do anything. Yep. I didn't really do anything. I just kind of changed our outfit's appearance. But other than that, we're the same. Yep. Still using the unequilibrium blades, even though the bandit blades are much stronger. Like almost 50%, but nah. Yeah. Armor's the same, pendant's the same, weapons the same, skill tree's the same. Yep. And today we're gonna go into that next little zone in the burning caves. Yep. Gotta see how far that goes. Probably until the next boss, which I'm assuming is the resurrected emperor, I guess. Yeah, but I don't know who he is. I'm just assuming it's an emperor of sorts. Yeah, because once we entered that little section past the Taoist doctor guy, there was a big roar, so they did revive something. So we're gonna have to find out. Yep. Oh wait, there was one thing I did between episodes. I came and I found Wannabe Hero. He's actually in there. Yeah, so he's actually in there. There is a prompt on the door, so I'm assuming he's in there. So we'll go to the door, we'll talk to it, and then we'll go back to the burning caves. Yep, so that's the plan. Talk to Wannabe Hero, back to the caves. Alright. Alright, shall we just get to it? Yep. Yeah, I have the Bow Magus' dress on, God Guards, gauntlets and greaves, and Fang Yao's little hair ribbon. I like it. It looks pretty cool. Alright. Let's just get this show on the road, huh? Are you in here, want to be hero? Nian Suchang. Yeah, it's like he's still in distress. Alright. Well, guess he's still grieving for the loss of his brother that he had to put down himself, so that's always a sad thing to do. Alright, so yep, and there he's gone, so I think his quest line is now done. So we'll go back to the Burning Caves. Actually, let me just alright. To the Burning Caves. It looks like the Warriors is there, which means a chisel is there. Yeah, she always shows up when there's a chisel involved. So here's Mr. Taoist guy. Alright. Alrighty then. Let's just take care of this little guy and explore. Bam. Cool. I find those guys easier to deal with the sword. I'm assuming that's death. Is that a good assumption, do you think? One way to find out. No, it's not. Yeah, let's find out. Definitely corruption. Yeah, that's for sure. We have a bunch of these, so we're just chow down on them. Okay. You know, let's go back to the shrine to refill our stock anyway, so I'm not gonna be that disappointed, or not that worried. I'm assuming this is also walkable. Yep, enemies. Let's just get out of here. There we go. Alright, come on. Thought I dodged earlier there. Alright. Quick pit stop back at the shrine to restock on our little cures. Yeah, this is one feature I like about this game. You can sit at the shrine, not have the enemies respawn. Well, actually, while we're here, let's dump some points in. Alright. Might as well just have that ready. Go to the long sword tree. Still need 4 of those. Ooh. Well, agility will definitely up our damage, that's for sure. I don't know. We'll get that. Sure, why not? Alright. Yeah, we have a ton of them. We have a ton. Alright. Alright, let's continue on. My money's on there being a cannon somewhere. We kind of spotted something like that back at the Magus' fight. On the roof of the arena, there's something like that going on, so something tells me that's connected to some other realm? I don't know. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff going on. So it is this divine object that fuels the rituals of Snowfall Palace and Zenwu Temple. If resurrection truly defies the will of heaven, blood of the true dragon may yet forge a path to ascension. Blood of the true dragon. In ancient China, the emperor was referred to as the dragon, or of dragon blood, and all that. Similar to in the Western culture, in the monarchy in the Middle Ages, the king would the royalty would basically derive their what's the right word? What is the right word to say? Monarchy would derive its rule from the heavens, similar to the emperor in China. Yeah. Similar concept. Yeah, you're not dead. Yeah. Well, it's a good thing we went that way. Otherwise, we would have gotten. Oh, you're not dead. I thought you were dead. Nope. I was charging up. Thank you. So there was another guy, huh? Rush flower. This just takes us down to the arena. Okay, looks like it just takes us down to the next boss. Which is fine. I mean, I'm not gonna complain. Yeah, you get a lot of poise when you do that kick. Soulgrass. Flask upgrade. Lost remains. So it should be the health gain from flask. Yep. More health per drink. Looks like they were doing a bunch of experiments down here. Lots of bodies, lots of stuff going on. Yep. Looks like this thing was already here. Looks like they built a scaffold around it to take samples from it, maybe? It's definitely corrupted, that's for sure. Yeah, that is a boss. Oh, yeah. Let me go upgrade our flask here. I'll come right back. Yep. At least it's not. At least it's pretty short. You could probably just run past all these enemies and just get there. The only one you could probably have trouble running past is this guy, the feathered Imperial Guard. And he's probably gonna be a pain to get past, but other than that was a short area. I was expecting there to be a bit more than that, but I'm not gonna complain. I'm not gonna complain. All right. All right. Is there anything we want to do? To be honest, we may not be able to clash against him, so that's probably not going to be a good idea. Potency against backstabs, maybe? Would like to be a big animal. The Sovereign was a tiger too. Well, he's probably two-phase. He's almost guaranteed a two-phase at this point. Just from my it's because the last major chapter, air quotes, chapter bosses were two-phase bosses. Fangling was one. The Sovereign was another. He's probably another one. 1, 2. I think we only know 2. Oh. Yeah, this one makes the most sense, but yeah, we'll do that one. Ah, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Oh well. That was on accident. Yeah. Oh, and a fire damage scales off magic, your magic stat. I figured that out on my other playthrough. Yeah, the more magic you have, the greater the fire damage will be. So I think it also applies to lightning as well. But I think we're good. Well, if he's going to be a big boss, he might... Yeah, you know what? We'll switch all of our feathering to magic. Because then I can show you that, yeah, fire damage went up from like 48 to 74. Almost doubled. So, so that's good. That's good. All right. All right. Yeah, you're still there. That's just a shield. That'll probably help with this upcoming boss. Yeah. All right. I want I don't know what I want. I don't know what he does. So we'll slap on something that makes sense. Like that. He's also a big guy, so that will probably help. Alright. He probably has a roar, so we're going to leave that one on there. Let's just run this way past him. Can't get out over here. Get up here. There's that feather guy. Oh. Well, we're dead. I'm just running. Just run. We're gonna die anyway at this point. Dark Souls 2 taught me to not run past enemies. I should have known better. I should have known better. Alright. I should have known, I know. We have to deal with this guy and go the long way around so we don't get the soldiers on our butts. This is why I didn't want to rest. Thank you. Was that so hard? No, that was not. Yes, use your heavy attacks. They are very good. Thank you. Alright, so let's not aggro them. Just go down this way. Good. You look... I guess you try to fight him and you he fought you off.
We're close now. Just within our grasp. I should have known. You've been meddling with fate all along. Bringing Bai Yu back. We're almost there. This is what you've been after all along, isn't it?
Well, she's our inner demon. Yeah, I thought she was Fang, Bai Yu, but no, she's us. She's like a representation of us, I think.
Bringing Bai... This is what you've been after.
Alright. Shall we? Alright, who are you? The Reborn, huh? Yeah, that was a roar if I ever saw it. Oh, you're burning. I guess fire is probably good against you. We are just melting him. Get behind him. Restore health. Oh, come on. That works.
It withstood strong for 277 prosperous years. Alas, the Ming dynasty has woefully fallen. But while an empire can perish, you can never erase its honor! You forged the realm. Who held fast? I shall restore Ming.
Who are you?
Had such power then, those fools would stand no longer.
No one wants a spirit bomb, okay? Alright.
Thank you. In this, no fear. I will reclaim the Ming.
Oh, did we clash against him? No, we didn't. I think his sword's too big. Alright, no, I don't think we can clash against him.
Fire would still stand strong, if not for traitors and rebels!
Oh, wasn't paying attention.
To ruin! To the end of my dynasty! Where are my ministers?
They're in combat, I guess, with each other.
Gento's war. Yet rebels. Dead to raid the capital! Fear. I will reclaim the Ming! Of treacherous ministers!
Forgot to turn off my notifications.
Your Majesty!
Watch out!
Okay. I was not expecting to survive that second phase. It got pretty dicey there. That first phase was just, please. God, we melted that first phase.
So, the true dragon's blood beckons.
Vermilion Ancient Chisel. Upgrading weapon to +10. Cool. The Emperor passed away and the Ming Dynasty was already teetering on the brink of collapse. The last loyalist devoted everything to restoring Zhu Yujian's body and restoring him to the world of the living. Basically restoring the Emperor. Yep. To the dream to receive primordial deity guidance, continue your journey. Echo of Vermilion Feathers. Cool. We're not in Kansas anymore, are we? Nope. Yeah, and the storyteller showed up. I'm positive that was a storyteller. He showed up. His little instrument turned into that staff, which we saw in the statues of the god of Shu. All right. The dragon's blood beckons, huh? What's this? Oh. Yep, that's the Emperor of Ming. That's probably consort Yu Zai. Their breathing is calm and steady. Seems they're about to wake up. They're about to wake. Alright, so. Oh, at the last cutscene at the end, there was the body inside the dragon. That was probably him. That's probably this guy right here. You, sir, why are you here? Why are you here?
To think there was such a place beneath the burning cave. Years of searching, only to find it beneath my very feet. This is the essence of immortality. The legends were true. This is the Hall of Ascension. Great Feathered One, at last, I shall ascend.
Yeah, it's a good thing we didn't get for the chisel. He is gone mad at this point. He was researching the bow people for years. Yeah, you're... I thought you were a good guy at the beginning. Now I know you're not. Use mechanism. Well, first things first. So we're in the bow capital, huh? That's right. We got some stuff. All right. Vermilion ancient chisels. So we have them all. We have all the chisels. Yep. So now we can actually upgrade our dual blades to +10 if we want. Jade belt hook. Emperor Zhu Yanjian's belt hook. The Ming Emperor hung himself after the fall of his nation, yet the remaining members of the court wished for his and the nation's revival. But such is the mandate of heaven. No one goes against heaven's will, not the emperor, and least of all, the common people. Yep. Also got an echo spell. Echoes of Vermilion Feathers. Gather energy to absorb any incoming spell directed at you and gain might. Then unleash it in a powerful explosion that damages all nearby foes. The spell is wielded by the creature that emerged from the Ming Emperor obsession. Yuzai devoted herself fully to resurrecting the Emperor and restoring the Ming dynasty, although that which arose from the ceremony differs from its predecessor. Her loyalty remains unshaken. Yep. I think we got that from earlier. All right. All right, let's go. Let's go turn in our little belt hook thing. See what we get. Probably a pendant, be my guess. Yeah, near the end of the fight against the Emperor thing. Yeah, it looks like it was doing a spell that did damage to us and restored health to it, but I think we just powered through it. We used the health gain on backstabs just to gain health. Just to not die from that attack. Because if we didn't gain health from backstabs, that attack would have killed us. I guarantee it. So we just kind of powered through, kept him from getting too much health back, and kept us alive.
What treasures do you have for me today? Ah, that piece belongs to the Imperial Court. Not bad. You got this from the Imperial Guards, didn't you? The Imperial Guards stayed in town for months, tearing through the place looking for anything valuable. And now we've got a fresh batch of weirdos in town. Worship's Rise ain't big enough for all these important folks.
Bunch of weirdos in town. Oh, True Dragon's Hood. Interesting. A hood formed from the Vermilion Ancient Chisel's obsession, featuring an eye that has emerged from its gnarled tendrils. The Ming Emperor's body was encased within this demonic form, only for it to be exploited in an experiment for another's ambitions. The Taoist doctor guy, probably. Whether the reborn being is truly the son of heaven or merely a puppet remains unknown. Yeah. Yep, Taos Doctor guys using everyone around him to fulfill his own ambitions. Yep, to ascend to the heavens, to achieve immortality. What an ass. Pardon my French. Alright. Yeah. At first we liked him, and now he's just, you know, probably the true antagonist of the game. Probably. He might be the final boss. I wouldn't doubt it at this point. Oh, we can now upgrade our twin blades. You got the lustrous feather from Dingo. Dual blade mastery +1. I forgot to turn off my notifications. Yeah, that's just the upgraded weapon to max. So we have another one still. Actually, has 2. Yeah, I forgot. Weapon upgrades don't consume a essence. All right, so once we get another Lost Remains, we can upgrade our flask to max. Once we get the cyan feather, don't we have 4? Oh, there's a 5th one, isn't there? Oh, great. I guess it's the one that's, I don't know. All right, let's go back. Let's start exploring the ancient Bow capital. Yep. They're gone. That's not good. I thank thee, you saved His Majesty from peril. This debt will not be forgotten. I'll travel with His Majesty to a land far away, to rest and recuperate. The road ahead is long and arduous. I pray for your safety. Fare thee well. It would gladden me should fate allow us to meet again. We got the consort stuff. A wide brim hat woven from white cotton featuring a white veil and adorned with flowers that symbolize sacrifice. Yuzai and Honglong journeyed thousands of miles to uncover secrets and treasures. Driven by the goal of restoring the Ming dynasty, her path was fraught with hidden emotions and aspirations. Yep. Emotions being her love for Honglong. Yep. I don't think there's anything else. Yeah. Following Emperor Chongzhen's death, Yuzai was engulfed in grief. Yet the secret news Honglong brought her sparked a flicker of new hope. Yep. Emperor Chen's eyes. What? Then who did they resurrect? It was definitely not him. I don't know. Yep, okay. Because this... Ming Emperor... Okay, it doesn't say there. I'm pretty sure there's one of these. Yeah, Ming Emperor Zhu Yu Janes. That's who they resurrected. Zhu. But the hat has a different emperor on it. Was it the hat or was it her gloves? I think it was her gloves. Yeah, following Emperor Chongzhen's. So I don't know who's the emperor. There's 2 different names given here, so I don't know. I don't know. Don't care for the little flower petals on the feet, but... Well, that's not that bad. Alright. Slap that on. I'm assuming there's corruption in this place, so we're gonna put that on. We have more magic than anything else, so do that. Okay. Alright, so we have left, we have right. We have that little thing right there. Alright. Just double checking. Left or right? Left has that little scary thing right there. And something. Yeah, let's go left. What's the worst that can happen? Well, we get shot, that's for sure. Are we sure this is the immortality we want? Oh. You know what? What does this do? We'll take it. We'll take it. What's this? Despair? Corruption, okay. That's what I thought. Get some health back. Thank you. Don't know which way I'm going. I don't know which one's which. Ow. Well, you're definitely worth this, so. Because you are weak to fire, I know that for sure. Yeah, these guys suck. I don't like them at all. Yeah, don't like them at all. Soul grass, sure. Don't like you. You know, we'll cheese you a little bit. It looks like it's a one-way, so. I have no problem doing this. Yeah. No problem doing that. But this is like a one-way drop. So Sure, why not? When the avians fell, those devoted to their homeland lingered. Their bodies were taken, their souls anchored. Towering bones now stand guard over the capital. This was once the heart of ancient Shu, treacherous and unforgiving. Turn back or join the restless dead. Well, something happened to these people, and that's not good. Yeah. Well, where are they going? Oh. Oh. Well, there's a few of you, so we're just gonna splat. There. Burn doesn't do a whole much. Okay. There's the architecture. Ooh, this is some big guys. That might be the way forward. That looks like it's breakable. Well, something came out of there. Yep. All right. Sir, you belong in a different game. Yeah, you look like something from Resident Evil. Why are you in this area? Okay, so let's not go that way. I have no clue where I'm going. I'm just walking. Radiant feather, I'll take it. Oh. Take that. Take that. Okay, what was that all about? No clue. Okay, well, I guess we can go that way. I don't want to go that way. Just from those guys. Ooh, hello? Oh. Ancient suits of armor. Okay. Aha, looks like there's a guy who jumps down if you go that way. Well, I see you. Thank you. This is actually a really interesting area. That's gonna shoot at us if we try to cross. Or are we out of its line of sight? We might be out of its line of sight. Alright. It's one of those big guys. Okay. Oh, there's stuff over there. I don't know if we can actually get to it. Probably can. Yeah, there's a big guy on the roof, so that's probably a major fight there. Just going deeper and deeper, huh? Okay. There was that other path back at the shrine. I should probably do that. Should probably check that out, but... Oh, hello. Really, I can't get to it from over here? Stupid hunter. Alright. Figured you would be, you might be pretty strong against slash and whatnot. probably use axe against those guys. That'd be my guess. Axe and frost be that's my educated guess. I don't like the look of this. Oh, that's where the shrine's at, right over there. That's where we started. I recognize that little path over there. Yeah, so we might want to go that way next. On the next, like, little checkpoint. Shortcut, whatever. Yeah, because this is where we found that first little guardian, whatever. They're right down there. We came that way. Alright. Excuse me. I need a checkpoint, please, or a shortcut back to the shrine, which is probably this right here. Please take me all the way down. That's what it looks like. Yep, this is all the way down. Nice. Ah, thank God. A shortcut. All right. Yeah, at this point I'm just gonna sure, health. Health is always good. What's our time? All right, you know what? With that, I am going to call an episode. Yeah, I have a feeling it's a new zone I like exploring, and it's going to take me a long time to explore this place because there's two different paths. Yeah, we start off with this path over here, but there's this other path which I want to check out. But I have a feeling it's going to take me a while, or like a hot minute to do, and I don't want to go any longer. So, yep. I'm going to call an episode right here. Yep. We started off back at Anilum, the Anilum courtyard, because I found wannabe hero. Yep. He's in that little building by the shrine there. Yeah, because I noticed he was there because when I looked for him, that building had an interaction point. So I was like, yeah, that's probably him. So, yep. So we went to the building, we interacted. It is him, but he's still grieving for the loss of his brother. So, yeah. Yeah, it's going to be a while for him to come back to his senses because, brother. Killed his brother with his own hands, so that's a hard thing to overcome. Yep. So after that, we went back to the burning caves, explored that little area. Short zone. I figured it'd be a bit longer, but nope. And yep. So we just kind of explored that little area, defeated the enemies, gathered the items, found the plain warrioress. Yeah, it looks like she always shows up when a chisel's involved. So yeah, the next boss fight did reward us with a chisel. So. Yep. And then after talking to her, we entered the fight. First phase was the Reborn. Yep. And second phase was I don't even remember what it's called, but it's the Emperor Reborn, basically. Yeah, it's like the Taoist guy was commissioned by Yu Zai, the courtess, the consort, the noble consort. Yeah, commissioned the Taoist to resurrect the Emperor. And he kind of did it. Yeah, he kind of did. But didn't quite go as planned. Instead of reviving the Emperor, it also revived his obsession. Basically, his obsession took hold. So that was the little dragon thing we fought. So the first phase, easy. It wasn't hard. It's a big, animalistic animal. Just get behind it. Very weak to fire, apparently, because we burned it pretty badly. Like, we chunked the first phase. Easy peasy. Second phase, not so much. Big old arena. He has big old attacks. Yeah. He stands upright. He has a sword. He has this little magic cube thing, which I guess he uses to use his magic attacks with. But yeah. Yep. Yeah. He can't. I'm pretty sure you cannot deflect him, or clash with him anyway, because he's a big old beast with a big old sword. So I don't think you can clash. We might have done it. I'll have to double check, but yeah, wasn't too bad. Definitely heavy on the magic spamming, but other than that, it wasn't terrible. The only thing that apparently I should keep out for is he has a move. It looks like he held his little cube up. It did it damaged us. It was sucking the life out of us because it damaged us, but also restored his health. So when I saw that, I was just like, just get behind him, just power through it. I utilized the benediction that gives health on backstab, so just get behind him and just wailed on him, and it kept us alive. It did a ton of damage, but it kept us alive, and also we did enough damage to him that his heal effect seemed not to do anything really. So we powered through that one, luckily, because if we didn't have that heal on backstabs, we'd be dead. Yeah, we'd be dead. Yeah, just looks like we just had to dodge this little magic spam, get behind him, just wail on him. Yeah, all in all, wasn't a bad fight. Wasn't expecting to first try it, but jewel blades, really good. They're really good. And after that, apparently we ended up here in the Bow capital. Yep. Yeah, I guess Yu Zai stepped in, saved the Reborn Emperor from actual death, because they were over there. Yep. Yu Zai and the Emperor, based on his clothing, he was the Emperor, as well as the Taoist priest guy was right here, which is weird. Like, why was he down here? Yeah, but the cutscene, I'm pretty sure, showed the storyteller changing his little instrument here, from an instrument to the staff that we've seen on several statues about. So I'm pretty sure pretty sure the storyteller is the god of Shu. So I kind of figured that was true, but yep. And then we came here to the Bow capital. Yep, the Bow capital. Talked to the Taoist guy, checked on the bodies. I think they're actually alive. Went back to Annalum, traded in the jeweled brooch that we got from the fight. Bought the Obsession's little head. This thing. It's actually squirming. Okay. No thanks. Yep. And then after that, we came back here and started our exploration. Yep. We took this path. Yeah, just kind of explored it that way. Just some regular zombies, caster zombies, giant plant things, an avian hunter. Looks like little golems of sorts. Yep. Just picked up some items, upgrade material. Yeah, just started our exploration of the capital. I'm pretty sure this is the way forward. It's the right way forward. I don't know what this way is. We'll check it out next episode, that's for sure. So, yep, and that was it. Basically all we did. Boss fight, then started exploring the final area of the game. I'm pretty sure it's the final area of the game. I suspect so, because I suspect we are. Yep. And then next episode will just be exploring the capital. Yep. Actually, I wonder if we... At which point do we learn the truth? I don't know. Because there was the Elder in Whites. We still have his thing going on. But what's this? You said to come back once we learn the truth. I wonder what that means. I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully it shows up on the teleport thing, the teleport list. But anyway, yep. Next episode, continue exploring the Bow Capital. But again, that's for another episode. And I thank you all for watching. And I'll see you all next time.